work at HSN and I've kicked myself because I've waited, right? I've said, I'm just gonna, let me think about this, and then I forget, and I don't put it in my cart, and I forget about it, and then the next day, the $40 goes away. The next day, the 5 Flex goes away. So 5 Flex, $40 off, free shipping and handling. The 5 Flex goes away tonight at midnight. Let's keep going, because we still got so much more to show you.
Yes, so here, again, with those hand straps, I'm gonna do hug a tree. This is a very common move in Pilates.
Oh, yeah, I remember that
Working, you know this one, you work your shoulders, your chest, your back. As a beginner, I'm gonna be a little bit closer to that tower, you know, little less resistance in the coils as I advance. Again, Leslie, it's just a couple of inches. Like, you don't have to move very far to really start to feel that resistance in the coils, which feels so good.
Ooh, so this is the one that gets, you know that little bra bulge that you get here on the side?
That none of us love, right?
That none of us love. That little one right here, you know, you're like, what is that? You should do a little happy face on it, right? I mean, that little thing, this thing, that's what I feel it right there, right away.
Exactly, that's where it targets, for sure. So we're targeting muscles. We're working smarter, not harder, right? So then, coming down here, I'm gonna just sit down, over 100 unique moves. You make it your own. You start, you know, where you are.
Right?
These straps are so versatile. You can do so much with it. So I'm gonna push into the bar here. I'm gonna grab both straps in one hand.
Okay.
And I'm just gonna do a little pulse right here. Squeeze and squeeze. Talk about that bra area right there. We're squeezing that in, squeeze. Also working on my back muscles. So take those shoulder blades. I want you to squeeze them together nice and strong. Again, check out your core. See what's going on? You're a little bit of that incline position. We're firing.
And so if I'm starting, I get closer?
Absolutely, you get a little bit closer. You're gonna maybe sit up a little bit straighter, not lean back quite so much.
And you know what's nice? You'll find it. Like, you'll find where you want to be.
Right, what works for you. What works for you doesn't work for, you know, say Colette or Barbara or me. We all have different fitness needs. We're all at very different levels.
Right.
Another thing too, so I'm 5'1", Colette is 5'10". So, you know,
I'm 5'3" ¾
There we go. So no matter the height, you can work out here. This is a 250-pound weight limit. Yeah. Very sturdy, very strong. I mean, it's endless.
Beautifully made. And you know what I really love is that I see fitness professionals like Mindy. I mean, she's a certified fitness instructor, certified in yoga, certified in Barre, more than 11 years in the industry, and they're jazzed up about it. And that's when you know it's a real deal piece of equipment. That's when you know it does what it says it's supposed to do. When people at her level can still work out and still find it fun, then that's money well spent. Because you know what? I will bring it home and I will start using it. And maybe now I'm very weak and I feel like, you know, like I can't do anything. But then I go to the intermediate level, and then it's nice to know that this will grow with my fitness needs. So it's money well spent. Bring it home today, one day only, $39.99, free shipping and handling. We've got more testimonials for you, and then come right back.
The Supreme Toning Tower was incredibly easy to assemble and fold down for easy storage.
Changing out the coils to use the bar. It's just a quick little snap, but also very secure.
The machine was very lightweight. I recommend the Toning Tower to anybody.
I was so impressed with the Supreme Toning Tower. I would recommend it to absolutely anyone. It's great. It's easy to use.
Yeah, that for me is the most important thing. Because listen, I don't want it to be a cakewalk. I want it to do something, but it needs to be easy at first for me not to be afraid of it.
Right, right, exactly.
Yeah.
So no matter what your fitness level is, you want something that you feel like you can be successful at, right? Because then again, we'll come back to it and we'll keep working a little bit harder, a little bit smarter each time.
You're
so
right.
Yeah, we want something that's gonna grow with us.
Yeah, we don't want it to scare us. We don't want it to scare you away on the first opportunity. So this is a machine that's gonna start really gentle with you in the beginning. If you're, you know, a little weak like me, if you're recovering like me, maybe you're, you know, you haven't worked out in more than 20 years and you think that there's no hope for you, we wanna tell you that there is, but you gotta get it home. You gotta get it home. This is the best way because I've been insecure at the gym. I've not wanted to work out with a trainer because I don't want anybody looking at me huff and puff. You know, this is that easy way to work out at home because you're gonna make time for it if it's sitting in your home.
Talking of that too, I know even for myself in the fitness industry, first time I went to a Pilates class, I had no idea what I was doing. I felt silly. I felt like everyone was looking at me. I mean, it's intimidating to go to these bar classes, these yoga classes, the Pilates classes. You know, why not do it in the comfort of your own home where you feel comfortable. You're comfortable in your own skin.
Yeah, you can do it in your pajamas if you want.
Totally.
Yes,
you
absolutely.
You can stretch. I'm doing pigeon pose. This is a very awesome stretch here that we do in yoga. And so you're just allowing the hips to open here. We're using that pull-through bar for a little bit of stretch. Really nice and easy, gentle move. This is great to do first thing in the morning, maybe when you wake up. Oh, that looks awesome, Leslie. How good does that feel?
Oh my gosh, it feels so good.
So nice.
And these are areas that I haven't felt in like forever. Like I felt a muscle in there that I've never felt, and all I did was stretch it. I'm not even working it out. So maybe you get this home and you just start stretching at first. And actually, I think do you think that's a good idea to maybe just get it home and use it for stretching until you kind of get to know your body and your system?
Absolutely, yeah. Stretching. We don't do enough stretching in our culture, just hands down. We're always, if we're running, we just go for a run and then we come back and we grab something to eat and we forget to stretch. Those muscles have got to be stretched. As much as you're strengthening and you're toning and you're tightening, you've got to stretch.
Yes.
Because that's when you're going to start to see those results.
It's true. We are one of the few cultures that don't really do a lot of that. That, along with eating fermented foods. That's just me being a nerd. Listen, everybody, it's 7 minutes left in this presentation. A great opportunity for you to bring home today what the celebrities are talking about, what you see on the TV shows, what, you know, the girls at the red carpet attribute their size to. You know, this is the system. It's the best of all worlds. The little bit of Pilates, the little bit of yoga, the little bit of those bar classes, which, by the way, are super expensive. I know this. I tried to price them out just last month. So bring it home today for $39. That's pretty much, I mean, less than the price of a package. To get classes under $18, and that's right here where we live in St. Petersburg, I had to buy a package of 10 to get a class to be $18. So just think about that, because now this is your system. You own it, even if you're not using it to work out, but you want it for stretching your back, you want it for stretching those little areas or those muscles. It is an absolute bargain, best price in the country. Do we have another testimonial? Because so many people love this. Jared, do you want to share? So take a listen to this and then come right back. Final 6 minutes of the presentation.
The thing that I love the most about the toning tower is that you have the combination of Pilates and bars.
Bar and Pilates are usually separate products. I love the Supreme Toning Tower because I can do that in my own home and get the same great workout.
I teach boot camp for a living, and so this was different than anything I'd ever done. I loved it. It was a great full body workout.
If you're wanting a way to enjoy workouts without having to go to expensive studios, the toning tower is for you.
And that's what most people want. We're not looking to do these crazy workouts. We just want to feel better. We want to lift our mood and our energy and our spirit. This is the way to do it. And you do. You feel such a... Even when I walk the dog just a little longer, I feel so good. I'm like, yeah, I worked out today. Time to eat that donut. No, you're going to feel so good, you guys. I can't wait for you to get this home. Really beautifully made. Here's everything you're going to get today. So you want to walk us through, because we're getting the resistance coils. So what do we do with the coils?
So the coils, you're able to use the sculpting bar or the foot straps on it. Again, the coils work with you, so no matter your fitness level, it's going to be beginner, intermediate, advanced. It's going to grow with you.
Right.
Sculpting bar is great on there. We got a lot of upper body work, some lower body work with the hand and foot straps.
This is good for stretching as well, correct?
Great for stretching, yeah. And the pull-through bar that's already attached to the tower.
Okay.
And then I'm a fitness instructor. I teach yoga, I teach bar. So these DVDs literally take you through workouts. I instruct you how to move properly, the alignment. I talk about modifications. If you have
because you're on the, she's the superstar on the DVDs and the CDs.
I'm home with you. So I'm taking you through these workouts. We have great support with our online community as well. So yeah, I'm taking you through these workouts.
So fun.
It's a blast. This
great.
sells itself. I mean,
yeah, it really does. And for me, what got my attention first was the price. Because I'm telling you, and if you have your computer open right now, look up your favorite bar studio or your bar studios in the area, right? Look that up right now and check out the pricing. So first you have to type in your zip code, right? And it'll tell you, oh, in this area, this is the studio, these are the studios closest to you. And then what I saw today, they had packages for, you know, new mommies. They had packages for the bride, like people that wanted to get in shape for the wedding. All these packages started at like $300. all of them, or like $2.99, right? To get a class to be about $18, I had to buy a package of 10, and that was to get a class to be $18. Imagine now, for less than $40, so basically less than 2 classes, you pay those $39 over 5 months, any debit card, any credit card, any PayPal account, you now own this. So if you wake up in the middle of the night and you can't sleep, maybe you want to get some stretching in, you can do it because it's yours. If you only have time from like 2 p.m. to 2:45 when the bus drops the kid off on the corner, that's when you're gonna fit it in, and you don't have to get in the car, and you don't have to get gas in the car, and you don't have to trek over there. And I mean, I'm telling you, it is a serious no-brainer to get your favorite piece of equipment home and try it out and get in shape. So do we have time for one more little workout before we go?
Yes,
okay,
absolutely.
Everybody, 3 minutes left in the presentation. Let's go. We can do this.
Let's get our blood flowing. Let's get our endorphins kicked up here. So starting, this is called carousel horse. We're gonna step forward slightly on that left foot. I want you to bend both knees. And we're gonna take that back heel up towards the ceiling. So again, I'm using the bar. I'm gonna push down into the bar, just a little moves here. Down and lift, down and lift. Now, if you wanna amp it up here just a little bit more, we're gonna pop that front heel. So now both heels are lifted. Squeeze. Beautiful, you guys look awesome. Oh my goodness, this is so fun. Take it down, we're gonna take it to a pulse.
Feel it,
take
girl.
it down, and press, and down. Push into the bar, find that posture, you guys. Lift the chest, hug the abs in. Beautiful work. Oh my goodness, you guys look so beautiful.
And you know what's really nice? It looks easy, but you're feeling that burn. You're feeling the muscles fire up, so it's working. And it's the perfect example that bigger doesn't necessarily mean better.
Right.
More doesn't necessarily mean better, which is why I love this machine.
That's right. So I'm firing my quadriceps, my glutes, my abs, inner and outer thighs. Everything is working in this tiny little movement. Little moves, big impact.
Yeah. And I feel it. And you know what's great too? You don't have to plug this into a wall. So maybe you only have a little space, you know, between the bed and the window. You don't have to plug it in. You don't have to find an outlet. You don't have to charge this. I mean, it is what it is, and that's the beauty of it.
You're using your own body, your own strength. Yeah, I do this when my baby's napping. I mean, that's how quiet it is.